I want to talk about what is going on in Africa right now, For those of you who said you don't like your tradition, what is going on in Africa right now is that very soon Africa will lose this their tradition and this their culture. Do you know why? Because European, they are everywhere in Nigeria right now. Do you know what they are doing? They are practicing the Africa tradition. The Africa tradition that you people call juju in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you people call it juju. But in other African country, they call it dibia, they call it herbalist, they call it witch doctors. That you people as an Africa, you didn't value. European, they value it now. They are in Africa now. If you look at your country in Africa, they are everywhere. They are practicing it. By the time they understand how to do it, do you know what will happen? They will move back to Europe. And you yourself, do you know what will happen to you? You will be looking for a visa to travel to their country to come and meet them. Because I knew that 99% of Africa, they are patronizing the people that they call, they are doing juju, the people that they call the herbalists, the people that they call witch doctor or native doctor. 99% of Africa, they patronize them. Some they will go to church, they will say, oh, this, at the end, they will still be patronizing them. But listen, this is who we are. You can't discriminate yourself. You, as an African, you that is saying that you are a religious person, maybe you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, let me educate you something that you don't know. They impose religious on us as an African. You that is a Christian, they impose Christianity on you. You that is African, you say you are a Muslim, they impose Islam on you. You are never a Christian, you are never a Muslim as an African. You are Africa traditional person, man or woman. That is who you are. But like for example in Nigeria, when the Christianity came to Nigeria, it's less than 500 years ago. It's not up to 500 years now. It's less than 500 years that they brought Christianity to us in Nigeria. Let me speak in particular in Nigeria. Before the European, it was European that brought the Christianity to Nigeria less than 500 years now. Ask yourself, before they brought the Christianity, that you are embracing right now, you are abandoning your tradition, you are killing your tradition right now. Before they brought it, what were your early fathers and your mothers, where were they worshiping? So they are not worshiping their God before the European, before they came to Nigeria. In your country, were they not worshiping their African tradition before the European came to your country? Before they came to Africa, were Africans not worshiping their own God in their own ways, in their own traditional ways in Africa before? They impose religion on you. You are not killing your tradition. It's very wrong, It's very wrong. In Nigeria, many years ago, I think it should be like the palm oil. The palm fruit, one of the country in Asia, they came to Nigeria, to pick the palm fruit that we have in Nigeria. They took it to their country in Asia to go and plant it. Right now, as I'm speaking to you right now, that country is the #1 export of palm oil in the world. Not even Nigeria that gave them the palm fruit to go and plant in their country. Do you know that the impulse of palm oil from their country down to Nigeria? Do you know that? But most of you don't know. It's later now the palm fruit in Nigeria, they are almost gone. It's now they are now planting what they call, they are now doing a farm, palm fruit farm. They are now having palm oil that they call agric right now. Because why? The palm oil, the palm fruit they have that they neglected is almost gone. The people who came from their country to come and pick the seed of the palm fruit from your country to go and plant in their country, they are now the #1 export of palm oil in the world. And that is how the African tradition power that you people call juju, that you people call herbalist, that you people call dibia, that you people call witch doctor, if care is not taken, you the Africa, if you didn't value your culture, your tradition, when the European finish understanding what they are in Africa for, that is what will still happen to you people. If you lose that your African tradition, you have lost your identity. You have lost your identity. Do you understand? For you to practice your tradition, it's not a bad thing. That is the number one thing. That is who you are. But in Africa, we don't like who we are. We discriminate ourselves. We don't like who we are at all. We don't value who we are too. You know? But please, I'm begging you guys, you know, if you lose this thing once, those Europeans, once they understand everything about the African tradition, you will look for a visa to go to their country, you know. Because I knew majority of you who are saying that, oh, my daddy, my pastor, my this, my that, you that is watching me, you have an herbalist. You always run to herbalist. You that are watching me. How many times have you screenshot your herbalist to post it on Facebook, to post it on Instagram? How many times? But you can share the pastor who is not doing anything for you. You can share his picture. You see the way Africa hate Africans. Africa, they hate Africa. We are the problem of ourselves, not any other person. We as an Africa, we hate what we have, you know. We don't value what we have. We hate ourselves, you know. And we are talking about love. This is what is going on. Like for most of you, let me use Nigeria as an example. For those of you who don't speak your language for your children in the house, when your child return from school, they speak English language, you are applauded that they are so educated. You don't know what is wrong with you. Gradually, you are losing your own language. You don't know your own language. That you think that you as a father, as a mother, you don't speak your language for your children. You value English language. Who is far away from you? Britain is far away from Nigeria and some of the African countries. It's good to speak English. I'm not against that. They should not speak foreign language. It's good. But you have to teach your children your own language. Otherwise, your language, if this is your generation, if they don't know how to speak your language will wipe out. It will remain only those people in that your country who are speaking their language, who you think today that they are not wise. Your own children will start speaking their language because the last man standing, who is your community, who cannot speak their language for their children, do you know what will happen? That language has gone. They will not be speaking someone else's language in your whole land, you know. Please, when you give birth to your child, that is between the child is supposed to start school at the age of 3. Before then, you are supposed to be speaking your language to that child. When the child, he or she go to school, they can learn foreign language. English is a foreign language, you know. It's the official language in Nigeria. I'm particularly about Nigeria because most of our people say they went to school, the men and the women, they say they went to school. In their house, you will see a family of the same tribe. Their children can't speak their language. Not as if they can't speak their own language. They can speak. But they want to mean this pride that, oh, my child don't speak this. Your child don't speak your language and you are proud of yourself. You don't know what is wrong with you, you know. So that is that. By the time you lose this your language and the name, your name, the African name, by the time you lose your language, you lose your name. That your community will be speaking someone else's language. And you don't know what you do to the children that you have, you know. Please start speaking your language for your children. Please. Speaking foreign language is not an education. Nobody is going to employ you because you speak English, you know. Don't lose your identity. Please, we are losing our identity in Africa. That is why I title myself Pan-Africa. Please, that is that. Practice your culture. Practice your religion. For those of you who have not traveled, when you travel out of Africa, then you will know that every country in Europe, and let me not use America because America is a no man's land, you know. It's people of Africa that made up of America, people from Europe that made up of America. So I can't use America as an example, you know. So we are the Americans, Europe are the Americans, But we talk about maybe where human being originated from is Africa. Everybody that you are seeing all over the world, so they are from Africa. But I'm going to bring that in the next topic, But guys, please don't throw away your culture. People are practicing our culture in Africa now. By the time they finish understanding what they are there for, the culture, the thing that you are, your old tradition that you are calling juju, and you forget that the Christianity that you are talking about is someone else's culture. Is what you people don't know. The Muslim, the Islam that you are talking about is someone else's culture in Saudi Arabia. The Christianity you are talking about is someone else's culture in Europe that you are practicing. You now forget about the one you have, Is there sense there? Please think.